Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick lesson on more bossa nova style right hand patterns. So the last time I showed you the basic pattern which sounded like this. And this time I want to show you a slight elaboration. So what I'm doing with my left hand is I'm holding 5th fret on the D string and 5th fret on the G string. It's my 2nd and 3rd fingers. So open A, 5th fret D, 5th fret G, open B. And I'm alternating between the open A and the D, G and B strings with my right hand fingers, index, middle and ring. What I'm going to do is play the G, B and E string instead. I'm going to alternate between the D, G and B and the G, B and E. So there's two groups of 3 strings. Another way I could refer to it is I'm going to pluck the string group 4, 3, 2, and then I'm going to pluck the string group 3, 2, 1. So it gives you, while still holding the same chord, we've got a slightly different sound going on. So the way I'm going to put it into the pattern I played before is like this. I'm going to go play all strings, so that's 5, 4, 3, 2. Then play 4, 3, 2 with the index, middle, ring finger. So that's. Then I'm going to play just the bass string, string 5. And now, finally, I'm going to play strings 3, 2, 1. And that makes the pattern a little bit more interesting. I just want to point out, when I play strings 3, 2, 1, I'm playing 5th fret on the G and it's open B and open E. So if you want to incorporate this kind of thing, the trick is to make sure that you're playing chords which have got 5 or 6 notes, but they've got notes on the upper strings. So to give you an example of how you do this, let's say you've got a chord like C major 7, so that's index, fret 3 on the A string, ring, fret 5 on the D string, middle, fret 4 on the G string, and pinky, fret 5 on the B string. Well, that's a 4-note chord, so that's strings 5, 4, 3, 2. Now if you wanted to incorporate the upper group, 3, 2, 1, you've got to figure out what note you're going to play on the E string. So I can just hold down the 3rd fret G on the E string with my index finger. And now I've got another little upper part that I can play. Now if I change to C minor 7 there, that's fret 3, fret 5, fret 3, fret 4, fret 5. That's strings 5 to 1 in that order. So you just got to make sure you've got a note covered on the top E string. Another example, let's say I'm holding down A minor 7. So that's strings 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's going to be open, 2nd fret on the D string, open G, 1st fret on the B string, and open E. And the open string is particularly nice, it just rings nicely. Now I've shifted to to A major 7, which is open, fret 2, fret 1, fret 2, open. That's quite a common bossa nova thing to do, is to go from the major 7 to the minor 7, or from the minor 7 to the major 7. I don't know, I was going without the end. So just make sure you've got some notes lined up on the upper strings. So that means if you've been fingering a lot of chords with 4 notes, like this is a very common one, C9, so that's fret 3, 2, 3, 3, and you're using each middle, index, ring, pinky. So you've used up all your fingers. You've got no extra fingers for the upper string. So it's kind of implied that if you're going to play 5-note chords, you've got to start using bars. So when I do this one, I use a ring finger bar. So that now the fingering is middle, index, ring, ring, ring. That gives you a lot of flexibility, although it is a tricky technique to get down to start with. So. So I'll try to show you that from the side view quickly. So the middle finger is flat at that knuckle there, which is quite difficult to achieve. You have to find the right hand angle to do it. But the middle finger curves. So while the ring finger stays flat, the middle finger curves. And what you want to avoid is putting too much back pressure raising that knuckle. So I kind of bring my elbow back. And it's one of those things, it takes a lot of time to get comfortable, but once you got it, you can just move it around. And another nice chord that I use a lot, it's minor 9, sorry. So that one goes, well, it's the same fingering, middle, index, ring, middle, and that's fret 5, 3, 5, 5. So it's like the same shape. And again, I can apply the same middle, index, ring type bar, and it's a bit of a stretch between the third finger and the index. But it's such a nice chord that it's kind of worth it. Moving back to D flat. That's another bossa nova move. Is minor 7 to a dominant, so minor 9 to a dominant 9, a semitone below. So this kind of. So that's D minor 9, D flat 9. Minor 9, B, dominant 9. And now for a real tricky bugger of a chord, we've got B flat 6 9, B flat major 6 9, fingering middle, open, open, ring, ring, fret 1, open, open, 1 1. And that requires a bit of finger flexibility to get, to be honest. But even if some of these bar fingerings are tricky for you, I think the thing I want to encourage you to do is think about how you're going to get an extra note on the top string, and just practice throwing in that 3 2 1 step. Even if you're just holding down E minor 7 as an open chord. So a one finger chord there. It's the easiest chord, easiest guitar chord you get. Middle finger on the second fret. So, even if you're just going to use these kind of chords, and then A minor 7, B7, it's going to work fine. So concentrate on the right hand in this lesson. Just alternate between 3-2, 4-3-2 and 3-2-1, and you'll just add a bit extra to that bossa nova pattern. It's going to sound a lot more interesting. You play a lot of the same chords over and over again when you're playing rhythm guitar, so you might as well do something to make it sound interesting. Alright, so I hope that's useful for you, and I'll see you soon.